it for everyone, or are there some just can't have chiropractic care because of the condition they have? Well, if you ask 10 people, you get 10 answers to that question. But for me, I can hardly think of anybody that can't benefit from chiropractic care, because although everyone's different, your approach can change to them to fit the condition they have. You can always help people. Is a 100-year-old person with chiropractic? Yes, you can treat a 100-year-old. You can treat a newborn baby, anyone really. And one of these things is that people make the life out of me by telling their friends off, well, don't go to see a chiropractor because they really jump on you and smash you about and get your bones moving. Well, the thing is, we see an awful lot of completely different types of people. I might see a rugby player who's 6'8", weighs 20 stone and has got a ton of muscle, and he wants to be moved. He wants his back and move it so it gets him that comfort and that maneuverability. Well, I can do that, but there's no way in the world, and this is so obvious, there's no way I'll do that to a 79-year-old lady with osteoporosis. Of course you wouldn't. It's so ridiculous to even think you would. But the thing is, when people have osteoporosis, they have very low, obviously got low bone density, but they have very low muscle tone. So it's very, very easy to move their joint, little finger. Whereas a rugby player, you need all the weight of your body on them. So it's a completely different thing. So please don't tell people that are very frail they can't be helped. Yes, they can be. Same with babies. If a baby's crying all night and all day, then it's probably in pain and probably needs something doing. So that's something to think about. There are some conditions that make it tricky. For instance, fibromyalgia. These people are very sensitive to all sorts of things that can suffer on an episode. So you've got to be very gentle with them. The risk is they'll just flare after you've treated them. Also, people who are hypermobile, that means their joints move more than most people. Now, we can test for that. There's a scale. And whenever you go to any back specialist, you should always check it for hypermobility, because it changes the way you approach it. Because if someone's hypermobile, you don't want to do too much moving around. It's more important what's going on. However, you can get someone who's hypermobile. These people can, when they touch their toes, they can put the flats of their hands on the floor, and they can bring the thumb back to here and touch there, and all this sort of thing. They can actually have hypermobile joints, but one in their back is absolutely jam solid, and that's causing the problem. But you need to know what you're doing to find that joint, treat it appropriately, and get them on. Anyway, there are no contraindications, basically, is the answer. Thanks for listening.